clean up any mess, face any humiliation. I'd even set myself on fire, willingly, happily. But come on, yoga? Oh my God, you're really terrible at this, Cynthia Gallagher snickered, the comment immediately followed by a bevy of giggles from her besties. I rotated my head toward her from its insanely awkward position near my kneecap, trying not to snap my neck. Braced on a bubblegum pink yoga mat in the middle of one of Twist Academy's state-of-the-art rec centers, I drew in a careful breath and willed myself to find my inner pretzel. I'd been okay at the child's pose, and even marginally competent at the warrior's pose. Things had gotten progressively worse from there. My muscles now screamed in a way they never did when I was running or even fighting. The torture I was enduring shouldn't exist outside of medieval dungeons. People did this kind of thing for fun? It's harder than I thought, I managed, more than willing to fall on this particular sword if it meant that Cynthia would start talking. That was the whole reason I was here, after all. Blonde, blue-eyed, mini-skirted Cynthia Gallagher was way more than your typical Snapchatting college student. She was an aspiring oracle at Twist Academy of Magecraft, a surprisingly decent competitor in the school's famed Mage Trials competition, and a Class A bitch. She also had information I needed. First off, she was the granddaughter of a double-dealing billionaire boomer who was screwing with my own Mage Trials team in a way that could tank us in the competition. Secondly, she'd slapped me with a legit curse, like capital C curse, telling me everyone around me was gonna die because of me. Given that Cynthia's budding oracle skills were sketchy at best, I was pretty sure she hadn't remembered sharing that last bit, but it didn't matter. I needed some answers, plus maybe a stiff shot of anti-curse, and I was willing to do just about anything to get them. Even, apparently, yoga. The impressively serene instructor at the front of our straining group issued another calm, sing-song directive, and we shifted positions. This pose placed me on my hands and knees, forcing me to stick my butt out in a weird way while I curved my back into a shallow U. Following that, I rounded my back as high as I could. The move arguably would have felt fantastic if it wasn't so damned awkward. I was also clearly doing it wrong. Once again, Cynthia and her gang burst into titters of pure delight. I gritted my teeth. If she told what I needed to know, putting up with her and her pack of feral minions would be totally worth it. To pass the time, I swept the open area of the rec room, searching for anything to distract me. As with all the facilities at Twist, this rec center was a thing of beauty. It practically bristled with state-of-the-art fitness machines, from weightlifting stations all the way to spin bikes. The whole place smelled like metal and antiseptic. I wasn't surprised I'd never bothered to darken its doors before my very recent enrollment as a student at Twist. Though I'd been a janitor at the school for 6 years, the rec center hadn't been on my schedule for cleaning, thank God. Besides, I got plenty of exercise pushing a broom and mop across the floors of this vaunted institution. I didn't need to crank up a treadmill to get my sweat on. At the instructor's next cheerful exhortation, I extended my right hand in front of me and my left leg behind me, forming a decidedly wobbly line. Then I saw him. I froze in place for reasons that had nothing to do with yoga discipline and everything to do with the surge of embarrassment and anxiety that seeing Marcus Winter always caused. His head was angled away from me as he flexed his body on some complicated-looking weightlifting machine, allowing me to take in his thick fall of pale blonde hair and the long, sinewy lines of his body. His muscles strained against his tight blue long-sleeved shirt and sleek black running tights. Though I couldn't see his eyes, I imagined them now. An icy pale blue. As he bowed his neck, my brows shot up. Was that a tattoo beneath the collar of his shirt? Was Marcus inked? For no damned good reason at all.